Hey Thrivers, welcome back. Today we're going to chat a little bit about goal setting, goal tackling, and all that fun. Start with the big picture. Dream big, don't let things limit you. Don't focus on the how quite yet. You want to focus just on your why and your what. Don't think about how challenging it is, because that's only going to stop you from making your goal. And then I recommend working backwards. So if you're goal setting and you're thinking 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line, I want to own a house, have a high rise in New York, whatever your big audacious goal is, start with the big picture, start with it far down the road, then work backwards. What do you need to do 5 years from now, 3 years from now, 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, this month, a week, a day? You get the picture. The other thing is, when we set goals, I know I'm someone who does this, I'll set like a bunch of them. I'll focus on a bunch of different things, and then it feels like nothing really ever gets done. So focus on one thing at a time. You may find that other goals may start to happen as you become more productive, as you wake up earlier to achieve that one goal, or whatever it is for you. Those are my tips on how to get started when it comes to just starting to goal set. So what kinds of goals is it important to set? People talk about those SMART goals. It's like the SMART, specific, measurable, realistic. I don't know. I guess those are the kinds of goals I make? Sure. I think of all of those, the most important one is measurable. It's really difficult to make a goal that says, I just want to be a better singer. That's great. If you practice today, you'll be a better singer tomorrow. What kind of songs do you want to have in your book? What kind of rep do you want to do? Make it a little bit more measurable. That's sort of my biggest tip with kinds of goals. Let's talk about what it takes to achieve a goal. One thing it really takes is a strong why. Let's say you have kids and your why is to afford, help them go to college or something. Like, that's gonna be a pretty big motivational factor when it comes to times when it gets kind of hard. So a strong why is gonna really help you, and it's really gonna help you when it comes to your discipline. What I have learned personally with trial and error is that discipline is a skill. It's not that you have it or you don't have it. Discipline, remember, is not punishment, and it takes time, it takes practice, it takes repetition to get really good with it. It also, it's a form of self-respect. I don't find eating healthy to be a punishment or wrong. It shows that you care about your body and you care about what you put into it and stuff. So it's there to make you stronger, make you better. Support is another one. You really want to get a good support system. So whatever your goal is, I recommend telling people about it. It's good to let people know what you're working on and why it's important to you. There's nothing worse than when you're gung-ho about a goal and it's day one and someone immediately is just like, why are you doing that? They probably don't mean it in like a bad, wrong way. They just don't want to see change if they're not expecting that change. Telling people around your environment that you're working on this and that it's really important to you is major. So let's talk about personal goals, and let's talk about industry goals, because they're different. Personal goals, let's give an example. I want to lose 10 pounds. Amazing. Awesome. In this journey, you want to continue to evaluate and reevaluate. A big goal like that will probably take some trial and error. What do you like to eat in the morning? What do you like to eat in the afternoon? How does packing your food work with your schedule? Will your schedule change? The only way you're going to fail is if you stop trying, because you can be healthy all week, you have a few cookies on a Friday night, and then you can either let it all go to hell or you can get back on track. The only way you fail is if you stop. So don't stop. It's important to you. What I recommend always, have 3 things in your day that work towards that goal. Going to the gym, eating healthy, eating some vegetables, interesting, fun, healthy recipes you can make with your family. 3 things. What are the 3 things you need to do it every day? Something that I've learned that I used to do a lot, that I've heard you should not do when it comes to goal setting. You should avoid a timeline. If your industry goal is, I want to make my Broadway debut by the time I'm 25 years old, and you make your Broadway debut when you're 27 years old, that's a pretty great success, and it shouldn't be considered a failure because you made a personal goal for 25. How are you going to feel when you turn 25 and maybe you've gotten your equity card, but you just haven't gotten to Broadway yet? You achieve so much, you never know where this journey is going to take you. That does lead us into industry goals, and I think they're trickier because we don't always think we're in charge, right? We audition for other people, they hire us. We don't know what our next job is going to be, so we kind of stay away from predicting that. I want us to all start feeling like we're more in charge. This is our career. We do have some say and we do have some choice. You decide what auditions you go to, you decide what you submit for, and you can decide what your next job will be. You want to take more control and more ownership of your career. It's your life, it's your career. Let's say your goal is, I want to get some EMC points on the board. Amazing. Those of you who don't know what that is, it's basically a gateway to get into the Actors Union called Equity. In order to get into Equity, you need a certain amount of points, EMC points is what we call them, and it's basically for how many weeks you've worked in an equity house or an equity theater. So if that's your goal, again, what are the 3 things every day you're going to work on to achieve that goal? Are you going to go to the audition for the Beef and Boards or Paper Mill or whatever equity house that offers those opportunities? Are you gonna have a voice lesson because you need to work on your book? Are you going to update your backstage profile? 3 things every day that you're gonna do to achieve that goal. So that is my recommendation on setting goals. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. My challenge to you, especially if you're someone who's new to goal setting, is to set a goal for yourself for the next 30 days. What are you gonna do every day for 30 days? Is it cutting out soda? Is it calling someone from your family? Is it not pressing snooze on your alarm? You know, things like that. What's the thing you're gonna work on 30 days every day? Make it non-negotiable for yourself. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm so excited for you to share your goals with the Thrive community. So whatever your 30-day challenge is for you, share them either below or on the blog or on the Instagram page and all that good stuff. We wanna hear about it. Thanks, guys. Now go Thrive.